Politica Podcast, interviews. I got my nigga Ryan MC in the building. Long Beach home. You did.
Eastside.
We parlaying and playing, making it treat for all the hoes unique. You did. But how you been, my nigga? I ain't seen the homie since. Literally, hold on. I know the specific moment. I met this. He the first nigga I even met out here when I came from Oakland. I was in like kindergarten. But the last time I seen a nigga, I was at Mayfair. I think he was at Lakewood. But he came to one of the track meets I was in, and I remember when the counselors was on him because he was just like right now. The hubby had a big butt, and it was crazy. I ain't seen him since like elementary, so I'm like, dang, the hubby. And bro, back then I didn't even smoke weed or nothing, so I'm on the track team, but I'm like, the hubby at the track meet. And then the counselor kept fucking with him and shit. But my nigga Ryan MC came through. My nigga, I hit him up, and he really, you feel me, was down to come through. I was surprised, you feel me. I didn't. You feel me? My nigga got some stature in the game, so I didn't know, you feel me, niggas was gonna come right through, you feel me? That shit crazy, but I appreciate the love. But yeah,
man, we been locked in.
It's always a treat. How you been on, my nigga, 2021?
Shit, I've been cooling to be real. Honestly, I just been trying to stay out the way. Take this shit legit. Get on the streets.
Shit, talk about that. Take your shit legit.
Shit, you know, I just been trying to transition from the street, you know. Trying to transition from a street nigga to a businessman.
Taking the knowledge from the game and putting it in the game.
Yeah, they say if you can run a game, you can run a business. Shit, I started my own game, so you know,
hey,
you can run a business.
Shout out the homies. You did.
You feel me? Shout out my F-stars.
Alright, so take it back. You grew up in Long Beach.
Yeah, up on the east side.
How was that?
Shit, it was, you know, typical, you know.
You know, I know. They don't know.
Typical
the
urban
viewers.
area, you feel me? Typical urban area, you know, gangbanging, you know, drugs, police brutality, you know, the regular shit.
Like the usual.
You know, it was kind of a little bit of all of that. And, you know, my mom, she moved to Florida when I was in like 7th grade. And I ended up staying with my granny on the west side. Stayed over there until I was like 15. And, you know, a nigga running the streets, doing my little shit.
Yeah.
Not wanting to listen, trying to make my own rules and shit. You know, a nigga ain't got no parents around.
You went to, like, what high school did you go to in Long Beach?
I went to Cabrillo for like the first 30 days. I got kicked out for taking a gun up there with the homies. Like the first 30 days in 9th grade, the nigga ain't even make it. You know, my mama was hot. She like, you feel me? But, so, I went to Cabrillo like first 30 days in 9th grade. I went to jail from there for like 45 days. And then after I got out, that was like October, November type shit. And I went to Lakewood all the way until like March 2010. Then from there I went to jail, and then I never went back to regular school after that.
And that was like 10th grade?
Yep, 2010, 10th grade, yep.
That shit crazy. So what, after you got out, you was like, fuck that shit. What age you get out at?
Shit, I went back and forth to jail type shit. You feel me, going back and forth. I ended up getting out when I was like 17. I tried to go to North Sayre. That's where I was going before I went down. Tried to go to North Sayre right there on Market and Atlantic in Long Beach. Yeah. And they told me I was too old to go to regular school, so I had to go to adult school because I was 17. So I'm like, you know, fuck that.
Yeah, damn.
Nigga start doing this little thing. I went on a run for 2 years after that, though.
Dang.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta get into for what?
2 years.
But I mean, shit, the case over with.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
For me, it was a little robbery. For me, it was some little bullshit. For me, so I was on a run for 2 years.
How was that 2 years though? Like
eventful.
Cause it's like, nigga, not 2 weeks, not 2 days, not 2 months, 2 years. Imagine if think about being a parent.
Over my shoulder.
What is that? Like 700
That's
days?
what I'm saying. Like, nigga,
700 days plus,
I
bro.
had a fake name I was using.
My nigga was
Jason Bourne.
Like, I mean, they a little more advanced with their techniques now. So, a nigga, you know, you can get away with a fake name still, but it's not likely. You feel me? It's little shit that I was using that I can't really say. But you feel me? I knew little tricks in the system that I was able to get away with that fake name. It's certain shit that they can't do. You feel me? Certain shit that they can do. And you feel me? Depending on how you answer certain questions, gonna depend if they snatching your ass up or not.
Yes. Allegedly.
So how was that though? Like, how did you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's 2 years. That's what I'm like, nigga. That's like was you was out See, I can't even. I don't know what to really ask because I want to be able to.
You turned yourself in or like how did that?
Oh nah, I got caught. I'm so watching
hey, Davey got set up. We ain't gonna get into that. Davey got set up. That's the nigga.
Yeah.
That's the nigga.
Officer
That's the
Boschnick.
nigga.
Yeah.
Oh,
Officer
no
Boschnick,
way.
he's the Northside champion.
Come on, you got some more niggas.
Yeah,
That's
he's
the
the
nigga.
Northside.
Hey, and them niggas pulled up on the
Nigga,
grass and
he
shit.
knows
Yo, me and this nigga look at each other like, what the?
But we ain't gonna get into that.
He knows everybody.
Yeah.
That nigga.
Yeah, literally.
He was grilling shit.
Bro.
Oh God, he was like, who was you nigga? What's your?
That's funny as fuck. Cause that's the. I'm gonna keep it. I don't really know all the police. That's the only
Only
police
one,
that
yeah.
that I
Yeah, that nigga-
encountered on several occasions.
No, remember
he's
he
vicious.
was that me? You nigga when he was going to Quaggy house?
Yeah, that's
That's
time
it,
too,
yeah,
bro.
that's
Bro, it's only one
That's
nigga that
it.
asks certain questions. He asked like.
That nigga asked the right question.
No, he
like,
do.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I be like,
He
bro.
caught me and this nigga by surprise. We laughed
He
when he
gonna
said
keep
it. I was
asking.
like, oh
Bro,
shit.
I'd be like, nah, my nigga. And we
Yeah.
getting the homie, he coming out with the laptop, nigga. He searched the
Yeah.
homie bag
Like,
and shit. I'm
nigga,
like,
we
we
music,
coming
nigga.
here.
Yeah.
We on our way here. I was like, nah, nigga. But nah, you keep
Damn,
going.
he said,
That
oh,
nigga,
that's crazy. That is
I went with the
good.
homie. I think you know that nigga. That nigga Jerron. Probably he went to Hoover. So I went with this nigga.
Nigga, not to spoil you, I got kicked out at home in 3rd grade for selling diet pills. I didn't make it with the rest of y'all to know what.
He was selling Metamucil.
When we was in this
Niggas think I be playing about that shit, and that broke my heart because nigga, I didn't do nothing wrong that day.
Yeah.
Not thinking about I sold diet pills before I started, and niggas keep
On the
and they
side.
kept thinking I was on some conspiracy. Nigga, I seen it when I was walking out, and I was like, I'm gonna go to school and try to sell it to the fat kid. That's literally no deeper than that. No, I just wanted to get some money, nigga.
Oh wait,
Bro,
Where he
No, no,
said
cause-
ephedrine?
nah, it was just random on the count. I just saw him going out. It was not that much thought into. That's why everybody think it's a big
Shit.
plan.
No.
But I was
Say
like,
conspiracy.
nah.
It's
But,
Hell nah, that's
Nigga said I'm selling to the fans.
I thought you was like selling something else, and,
Nah.
but it was really
I
diet
was a
pills.
businessman.
But you were really selling something else.
Nigga always was
You
trying
was
to
really
just-
selling diet
I didn't know
pills to
nothing
fat
about
niggas.
weed, coke. I didn't know nothing about that shit. I just had an idea as I walked out the house. I
seen
promise.
some pills and some fat kids. You feel me?
Bro, that's
buying.
skinny quick.
I'm lying. It's the only nigga that was really there. That's how I
Get
be dying
skinny
laughing. Like,
I only know about
yeah.
ephedrine from the commercials of you've taken ephedrine.
Hey, nigga, bro. I always want to get some money.
Get
Nah,
skinny
back to that
quick
pills, dog.
Oh yeah, so where I was at? That nigga Boschnick.
Mm.
Yeah, so that nigga we was just in the car. This nigga we was with some random little bitches, man. This nigga must have the homie he did some little foul, quick little shit. He picked me up in the car, the tags expired and all that. He know it and all that for me. So the police ended up getting up on us. I ain't know my rights back then, but so they got up on us. Hey, what's your name? Yeah, you get out the car. Like he specifically knew who I was. Like they was on me from the start. Get out the car. Yeah, stand right here. They let the homie go over there. They had me right here. It's about 10 cars pulling up. All these cars pulling up. I'm like,
shit.
yeah, I'm finna go to jail. They, what's your name? I keep giving them the fake names I used to always use. Nope, it's not working. Oh, he keep asking, what's your name? Spell it. Nah, spell it out. I'm like,
Damn.
yeah. He like, all right, spell it again. He like, nah. He like, you got any family in Emeryville? I'm like, I ain't never even heard of that. He like, yeah. That's where it say your family is from in the military. I'm like, what? Like, how did you even find all of this? So long story short, he take my phone. He like, I had 2 people stored in my phone. It was my mom and it was my nigga mom. Vanessa, rest in peace. Everything. I had her stored in my phone as mom too. So he called her first, she ain't answer. So he like, who this other mom? I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, nah, call that one you was just calling.
No, she gonna answer that one.
He like, nah, I'm about to call this one. So he called, he like, yeah, like, hello? She like, yeah, hello? He like, do you got a son that live in California? She like, no, he said, this Officer Boschnick from the Long Beach Police Department. My mom like, I live in Florida. He like, yeah, I know, but do you got a son that live in California? She like, I live in Florida. I don't
Yeah.
He like, do you got a son that live in California? She like, yeah, I do. She like, well, he's going to jail for burglary. She like, who, my son Ryan? He like, what you say his name was?
Oh shit.
Everything. I'm like, man, I start trying to tell him. He like, nah, that's the good part. This the good part right here. What you say?
Yo, real that nigga is so
Bro, I'm telling
animated,
you,
bro. He
that's the
loves
only
his
nigga.
job.
Like, I don't know any other, but that's the nigga I ran into often.
That
Like,
nigga really loves his
the homie
job,
Randy, he from LA, but he used to get pulled over with us with this nigga. Fuck this nigga, fuck with us like no matter what,
Yeah,
nigga. Like
nigga said this the good
real.
part.
that's
Yeah, so,
crazy.
they ended up booking me for there. So that was some little bullshit that I just did. Though. That was just so I could get on probation. I did 30 days in the county, and then shit, I got out. They had me on probation still. They my last like week, they moved me to juvenile hall. So I did like more than 30. It was like 35 days to be real.
Mm-hmm.
They moved me back to juvenile hall so they could release me on juvenile probation because they Lawson was like, I ain't letting you go that easy. He like, you thought you was just finna go on a run and then you feel me turn yourself in when you 18 or get caught, do your little time in the county and we let you go. Like nah, he like we keep you on. So they kept me on probation. I ended up getting out July 14, 2014. I went on a run 2012 when I got out of camp in January. So when I went down there,
Nigga did the race like take it.
yeah. So
take it.
when I got out in July, I ended up doing a burglary August 20th.
Like this nigga remember the dates.
Everything.
I remember the date.
August
At this
20th.
moment, he fucked up.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I remember the day, nigga. I
shit.
got called from my little
Hey.
I'm allegedly convicted.
Oh, never mind, nigga.
You feel me? So,
November 2nd.
Allegedly convicted.
yeah, once you read it on the papers, once
I
you read it on
remember,
the
bro,
paper,
like-
how can you forget? You like shit. I done read that shit.
That shit probably would stick with a nigga. Like,
No, for real.
8:35 p.m. Nigga, I remember that shit, bro. Cause I was really sitting there like, man, that's crazy. Nigga, I was wearing a hoodie, nigga, and some sweats.
Yeah,
Wearing shit like
typical
typical shit. Yeah,
Cold part is, I know exactly what I was wearing. I was wearing my Walmart uniform. I was fresh.
nigga was fresh off work.
Oh, my nigga.
What's alright? Let me get to that. And this clearly younger him, but back in the day, the younger like back we was all young, but homies would have a job. They'll be on it,
A nigga
and
would too.
still get off. I'm like,
That's all.
I'm like, nigga, I'm finna slide to the crib, go to sleep. Nigga, like, yeah, we outside. I'm like,
Hell yes.
but it would be crazy though. That just so it's like some shit. Like I don't
It
know.
was in me. Shit.
Yeah.
But to be real, I didn't even want the job. My baby mama was on me. I found out she was pregnant when I was in jail, and she like, oh, like you need to get a job when you come home. But I'm like, man, I'm a street nigga. I'm talking about a job and shit, man.
8 hours.
I tried for my kid, but it was still in me. So I hit the little liquor or whatever. We passed though, you feel me?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you're stupid. What if you go to jail? Dude, bam. So we ended up breaking up or whatever. You feel me? I ended, like I said, we passed on the little liquor. I had a little whip, you feel me? Doing my little shit, you feel me? All right, whatever.
Nigga like fuck Walmart, nigga.
Like a couple months later, nigga, the police just showed up. Like, yeah, they showed up at the house. Like, you ever, they just had the little folder, gang a little picture and shit. Like, you ever seen this house before? I'm like, nah. They like, your name Ryan? I'm like, yeah. Tell me my birthday and shit. I'm like, damn, they like, you under arrest. I'm like, ooh. I try to fight with them and shit. I'm trying to get away. My granny right there. She like, no, stop fighting them. Man, I'm trying to get away.
But what took so that? It's like months later.
Yeah, they said they ran my shit through a system. They said they ran my shit through a little DNA system.
Oh, like you left.
They said I left a drop of blood, right?
Oh.
So look, that's what got in heaven. This shit cold because it's a cold story, right? Y'all ever heard of the Grim Sleeper?
No.
It's a murderer, right?
Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
All right, so look, the Grim Sleeper.
Yeah.
He got.
Of course this nigga.
He got caught through his son. You feel me? So basically, what happened? The son ended up going to jail, and once the son was in jail, they ran his DNA. They like, man, you getting tied to all these murders that happened before you was born. So they ended up going to get the dad. Long story short, they found out the dad did a gang of murders. He was murdering prostitutes, saying that he was doing them a favor because they was living a bad life. You feel me? So they ended up connecting them through that. So then when I go to jail, and I end up getting a reception when I'm going to prison, they telling me they like, we need to take a DNA swab with you. So once they do it, boom, they like, we already got you in the system. So I'm like, what date do that say? They say they got a DNA swab for me in 2012, right? But I'm like, how y'all get a DNA swab for me in 2012 and I went on a run in January 2012? Like, there's no way I gave y'all no DNA swab. So they like, basically they saying that they got a DNA swab for me in 2012 and that's how they connected me to the burglary. But I'm like, nah, that's impossible. But what happened was my son was 2 months old. He was in the hospital. He was getting a gang of surgeries done on him, and I was signing a gang of papers. So I started putting it together. Like what I probably did was I probably ended up signing the paper that gave them permission to get the blood from my son, match the DNA or something.
Yeah.
My baby was in the hospital, and that's just ironic that I just get married to a bird.
If a detective
Yeah, no, no, no.
P's and
That's-
Q's, nigga, he gonna
That's,
some shit
that's
like that.
exactly how they got you. Because you know how
That's
they
a
got the
cold
Golden
piece of
State
work.
Killer?
Yeah.
They got him through his fucking niece.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I watched that doc too.
The guy, he was a cop.
Oh.
He was
Yeah,
a,
he was a fucking cop.
He was a
Nigga on
cop.
Oh my
That's how he got away with it forever.
Yeah.
He was like a
I watched
decrepit
that.
old man, and they
That's
fucking got him.
crazy, nigga.
He smoked a grit one day, and
Yo,
they were like, "We already have your ass."
Yo.
It was from his
Yeah.
niece.
They arrested.
It was
They
from,
came to his house.
she literally just
Horror's deep.
It was just like, hey, I'm just trying to find out my
Oh, well.
23andMe.
Hey, at least you got a hood nigga didn't wait till he was 80 to come
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
The paperwork that you signed, it basically was saying like,
At least that's hard though.
I give rights to the
Probably so.
hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
Do whatever they
There's-
need to do.
yeah.
And once you do that, it's like the police.
But
is
think
like,
about
cool,
this,
you gotta
think
do
about
that.
that. Think about this.
Yeah, no,
All that you just talked about, that was completely just ran over by the state for this fool. The Golden, even though he was a piece of shit, Golden State Killer, all that, he's the same person. He's a person just like all of us.
Yeah.
They ran over his shit. So just know,
That's good.
whatever like a little thing
Whatever
you
it
thought you
takes.
should have gotten, now they're gonna do this worse actually.
So they can't.
Hey,
Yeah, don't play with the government. They don't like that shit.
For sure. Nah, for sure.
No, the state and federal, they really don't like that. They
Nah.
win wars, like they don't play games.
Nah, that's why I was like, they came through. So I was like, all right. You feel me? They came through in minivans. I was on my way out the door.
Oh, they came through like on some of the wire shit.
Yeah.
Dressed in regular
R.I.P.
clothes on everything.
Hey,
They do
that's
his
how they-
background though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
At least they got you in a gangster way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I did my little prison time. You feel me?
How was that shit? Like, did you change your mindset in there, or like what? Like, how was that shit? Was it good or bad? Cause some niggas come out good, some niggas come out like worse.
Just make them sharper.
Yeah, that's what I could say. It made me smarter because in there you realize that life is really a chess game.
Mm-hmm. What you mean by that?
Shit, you got to think moves ahead.
Yeah.
You gotta think about the different stories that you hear from niggas inside that's been in there for months, years. You know what I'm saying? Like they got real stories, nigga.
Yeah, that
like,
shit-
it'll
that
fuck
shit-
your head up because you like, damn, nigga, I ain't never really.
Never come home. You ran into any niggas that was never coming home in there?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, but see the crazy thing about being in jail, like we could be having a conversation like this, and then 1 second we could be having a fight for the next 30 minutes while we getting tear gassed up.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's weird. Like, it ain't like I ain't heard it before, but it just be
Ain't
like
no
every
damn
every
nigga.
person that tell me any jail story, they be like similar shit. Be like, nigga, you could be whoop whoop, but then whoop whoop, nigga.
Ain't no get out either. Ain't no laying down. Ain't no knowing if the police come, they shooting people and all that. You better keep fighting. Because if you lay down, they'll get you.
Yeah, you defenseless. Yeah.
You keep fighting till they lay down.
So when you came out, you said you was more smarter, more what? More
Yeah,
sharp.
yeah. I've been out, 5 years? 5 years, March 4th. Yeah. Nigga got way smarter, way sharper. I mean, I realized that a lot of shit matter. I spent a lot of days looking out that window. That shit, boy. That
Oh,
shit.
you had your little.
Yeah. I was up there in Susanville, far as a bitch.
Where's that near? What's the nearest thing that people would know?
Nothing. That's in the middle of nowhere, I swear to God. You ever heard of Lassen County?
Yeah, no.
Well, if you read a book called
Lassen
Behold the Pale Horse, cause they mentioned the Lassen Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Then they was up there doing human sacrifices up there.
On the prisoners?
Nah,
Oh,
shit,
I was finna say,
I wouldn't doubt it, shit.
Yeah.
Cause nigga, that prison right there, that's a different place. Racist.
Yeah.
Hell
So
yeah.
it's like it's in Cali, but it's like in the middle of Cali, like central
Nah,
Cali.
hell no, it's at the top of Cali.
Oh shit.
It's like it's probably like an hour 30 minutes away from Reno.
Hey, by Lake Tahoe.
That shit far as a bitch.
Look, you know, Lake Tahoe a little bit.
That shit far, boy. Like I don't even think it's by Lake Tahoe.
My nigga said Reno though.
It took me when I left from Delano
Mm.
in reception. It took me 18 hours to get up there on a bus handcuffed.
Yeah. And you just have to sit there the whole time like that and shit.
Like
Like
this.
this,
Oh.
yeah.
At least they got I was there. At least
Yeah, when you ride the bus on God, they put you like this.
I was handcuffed to a nigga from East Coast. I ain't even know him. I was sleep on this nigga. He sleep on me.
It's like even if you fall asleep, nigga, it's like
My
you
nigga
change.
Infant Mine on the Dell. My nigga Infant Mine from East Coast. So it's sad.
That's a long bus
Like,
ride.
nigga, I can't do nothing. Nigga, I'm trying to
Like,
sleep.
I woke up, I look, I'm like, shit, my bad, my nigga. He like, nah, you good, nigga. Shit, nigga be tired, I already know.
God.
For real.
Especially if you, I'm saying you can only sit a certain way. You can't just, you feel me, like,
Yeah.
whoopie whoop. Nigga probably
Yeah.
like, fuck, nigga.
They call it a stress position.
Yeah, then
You
you
can't
gotta,
really relax.
Look, then you gotta piss like that.
Yeah? Oh yeah, 18 hours, you can't even, ain't no, oh, it ain't the mega bus, ain't the Greyhound, nigga.
Oh, it's
to
the
the back.
Greyhound. You walk to the back, nigga, on God.
Oh, you can still,
Yeah, you gonna walk to the
oh,
back.
I thought you meant you had to sit there, but you
gotta
can walk to the
piss
back
like
with,
that,
bro.
connected
No,
with another
no,
nigga.
no, I was by myself.
Oh, see, I thought they
Everything.
just kept you connected. Cause
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
nah,
that's crucial.
that's only when you walking onto the bus. They take the little chain where they just take it off of everybody, and now you single when you get
But
on
you
the
still
bus.
like this.
Yeah, and I just walked to the back like this, and the nigga
Nigga got
had to rip a hole in my suit. It's a little orange suit, that motherfucker paper. Once
a
you
little
get on the
paper
bus.
suit.
So yeah, you can just listen to shit.
Hey, but nah, the homie got the big bag. So he say he fucked with 50 Cent. That's like your favorite rapper or what?
Nah, my favorite. I ain't really got no favorite rapper. If I did though, I say like right now my favorite rapper is Baby. That nigga hard.
It's who?
Lil Baby.
Oh, Lil
Oh,
Baby.
yeah.
Look, you can't say Baby like you know, Dub Baby, Lil Baby, look, Babyface Ray. That's my nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, Lil Baby. That nigga hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie, cause niggas know I be listening to all the little smooth shit, but Lil Baby one of the niggas fault. I don't fuck with Dub Baby, but I like Lil Baby shit. He be going off, and I don't even know how. Nigga just be going off like.
You said, I don't know how.
High energy. Nah, like with high energy though. Like the nigga be like barring up. Like
Yeah, he's pretty lyrical.
like that was saying for a nigga that be rapping that with that type of music, if he having bars.
Yeah, nigga be going crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with this shit.
So talk about the music since we could just slid to music real quick. Not because how you get into music.
Shit, how I get into music? Shit, I started writing music when I was in jail. To be real,
How old are you?
like 16. It was me and my nigga from Oakland. And everything. I started listening to Boosie real heavy, fucking with that nigga.
Yeah.
And, shit, just listening to Boosie shit, I just started learning to rap, to be real. Boosie, he one of my favorite rappers, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Boosie, that nigga hard.
What you think about all his comments he be making?
Shit, that nigga be speaking his mind.
As a business nigga though.
You feel me? Hey, shit, we entitled to free speech, you feel me?
So you bro, I mean, but it's funny though, cause you think if he was still on the chase, on the hunt, cause he clearly straight as of right now, so he can put his opinion out. You think if he was still coming up, he would have the same opinions, or at least express them, not like they would be different, but you think he would express them like you do?
I mean, yeah, he a street nigga. You feel me? A nigga ain't really tripping off the rap shit when you a street nigga.
But do you think shit like that be hurting niggas' business shit, like the baby?
I mean, see, the baby, he don't really got that type of image like Boosie though. So he, you feel me? If he was coming off like that already, like he came out like what was his name at first? Baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah.
you feel me? He came out on a different type of hype already. So you feel me? People was already influenced that he's a different type of character. Boosie, that nigga been tripping, nigga, with Tech Nines and all type of shit in his videos. You feel me? Beating murders and shit. Nigga, Boosie been on bullshit, like. So it's kind of expected.
Yeah.
The baby, he more like, you know, for the people, or that's what he was supposed to be.
Like who the people?
We the people.
Them people.
The industry. Like he was for them. Like, you know, you gotta make it look good when you in that type of light. But
Oh,
Boosie,
God.
he more like,
Street underground street.
yeah,
Get
yeah,
the money from the fans.
yeah, type shit. You know. So it's like, you know, I don't know.
Well, back to the homie. How you get into music? Like, what was the first time walking to it? What made you be like, oh, I'm gonna go really record this shit?
Shit, I was hanging out with the homies, 2128. For me, we was hanging out right there on the block. It was me, my nigga Sai, shit, Oso, my nigga Johnny Hash, rest in peace, my nigga Shooter, rest in peace. Shit, there was a couple niggas, and we was all just hanging out. And everybody like, oh, we about to go to the studio. So I'm like, oh yeah? Shit, I'm trying to go to the studio, you feel me? I got some shit. They like, yeah, all right, come on. So we all made our way to the studio. So I get down there to the studio, and shit, I waited a little bit. I watch everybody do their shit. You feel me? I'm like, all right, let me see how it's done first. Let me see how a nigga's supposed to get on the mic and do his shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Sabi Third is a genius with this music shit.
God, freedom.
Like when I seen Cuz get on the mic, I'm like, yeah, I'm understand.
Even back then.
Yeah, I'm like, Cuz, you feel me?
And it's crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. The homie, I got a homie, my best friend's name Aaron. We got the same name. But back then, he was the only nigga that kept telling me about him, and I never even knew the nigga or nothing. But he was like, "This nigga Saturday Third gonna be hard."
Bro,
and before he came back and really went off, he was the only nigga like, "Bro, why he in jail? Watch me come on." And I still never really heard, but like I don't know how he knew, but you was there with him. But that's shit crazy.
So that nigga did his shit. So I was like, the next day. Well, actually, I waited till everybody went to sleep. You feel me? I recorded some shit when everybody was asleep. And then, pretty much from there, I was like, okay, this is how it sound. Alright, so I went to everybody in the morning. Like, look, I got this song. I showed it to that nigga side. He like, oh yeah, this shit hard. Like,
Yeah.
for me, we about to put this on my tape. So, boom, I laid my shit down for me. And then that was my first song right there. And we ended up doing another song called 2-1. Me, Oso, Johnny Hash, and Sabi Third. We ended up doing that motherfucker. And shit from there, all the homies
or what?
yeah, all the homies is really fucking with my shit on there. So I was like, okay, and nigga could really do this rap shit thing, like, for me. By then, I was just in the streets, for me, still flocking, doing my little shit, for me.
You wasn't taking it serious yet.
Yeah, I was never thinking about rap, to be real.
Oh, even then you were just doing it like, oh, the homie, like.
Yeah, I just showed up and was just like, for me, I got some shit, let me lay something down. So then, when I laid something down, niggas was fucking with it. I'm like, shit, alright. My cousin came and pulled up on me. That nigga came and dropped all the studio equipment on me.
Nigga just had it.
Yeah, so he used to rap and shit, you feel me? Let me see a lot of he used to rap. He came, dropped all the shit on me, so he like, nigga, do your shit.
That's some real shit, nigga. Shit.
That was like 2013, 14. And, that was like right before I went to jail, so I was, you feel me, learning how to record and shit.
You was already making beats back then?
Nah, I didn't start making beats till like 2015, like.
I remember one time I was
like
sitting there.
2014.
I was sitting there. I don't even think I probably was in Texas or something, but I heard this new nigga. His name was Frosty, and I'm like, nigga. Before the song came on, I'm like, is that? Did he say right? MC? I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like it's way back then though. I'm like, this nigga make beats, but I was like, wait, this nigga hard. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, nigga, I'm way in Texas. Like,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you a story about that. That nigga Frosty, that nigga hit me up and he was like, man, I'm trying to get some beats from you. I'm like, man, you gotta pay me for something. He like, man, bro, I'm telling you, like, I ain't paying for beats, bro. Like, I'm going viral. I'm like, man,
What?
like, he like, I swear to God. I'm like, nah, like, you gonna have to give me some money. You feel me?
Yeah, dude.
He like, bro, I'm going viral. I'm telling you, like, on the set,
The
like.
fuck does that mean?
I mean, how you might keep going viral, but I need to get
I
something.
swear to God.
I'm saying, what does that mean to
So
this
he
man
did.
saying I need a payment? Nigga,
Look,
like,
so look, he like, man, I'm telling you, bro, like you need like your beats gonna go viral off my shit. I'm trying to tell you, like, on everything.
oh,
So,
okay.
You
so
did
I'm
the
like,
smart
I'm like,
move.
nah, like I need the bread still. So boom, he ended up hitting me, but by that time I'm already in jail.
Yeah.
He like, hey, I got the bread. Hey, I got the bread. Hey, I got the bread. You feel me? I'm trying to get the beat. Boom, he hit me. Like, he ended up sending me the video. Like, hey, I just gassed the fuck out of one of your beats. Like, you feel me? Boom. He said, I still got the video. Everything. Oh, heard this?
What?
He
Come
sent
here,
me the
song.
video like I just gassed the fuck out of one of your beats.
That's
Uh,
okay.
No,
Cause I kept rewinding. I'm like, wait, this nigga make. I didn't even know they make beat. And then and this is my first time hearing the Frosty because I'm in Texas at the time. I
don't know
moved.
what the fuck happened to his Instagram. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what the fuck none of that is. But that nigga Instagram got hacked or something. They say hacked at 115K. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Oh, you might got a new one.
Yeah. So well anyway.
Well, basically, he was in jail. He still was gassing the beat.
Yeah, he made the song to the beat. I ended up calling in like 6 months into being in jail. Yeah, you can pass that around. So I ended up calling in like 6 months into being in jail, and the homie like he started rapping and shit to me like, hit me at lick and I'm gone. Free my nigga Pac. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Oh, you write that shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm like. Look, that's what I'm
That's
like.
crazy, bro. Yeah, that shit
So
hard.
I'm like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? He like, you ain't heard that shit? I'm like, nah, man, what the fuck is that? He like, man, yeah, that shit going viral. That shit got like 300,000 on YouTube right now.
Crazy.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, never, man. Let me see. So I go look it up. I'm like, damn, this nigga just made a little banger on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like, I'm like, I need to get out. Everybody
Oh god. Hey, instantly.
They like, nigga, you made that beat? I'm like, yeah. They like, man, on the set, like, what the fuck?
That's it. Oh,
yeah, you need to go
God,
home.
yeah.
They like, nigga, hurry up, get
Go
out.
home. That's it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Niggas start going crazy with the beats after that. You feel me? I was already making a gang of beats before that, though.
But once you seen it, like, actually go, you like, oh, let me help with this. Because I heard a couple other, that's why, like, a couple other LA artists and shit, I'm like, oh, they got, it just randomly, like, I know the tag type shit.
Yeah, my nigga YS, he did his little first banger off of my shit. Well,
Oh.
Stanford.
Yeah, welcome, bro. The Welcome to Sanford song.
You made that shit?
Bro, that's what I said.
That's
I be
crazy,
randomly hearing it, and I'm
That's
like, oh, this
yeah,
nigga
that's
right.
what
Like, I'm telling you, I ain't
That nigga
seen
showed
how
me
many
that shit.
years, but I always be like,
And I
damn,
live
nigga out
with
here
fucking
working.
Stanford and
You feel
South
me?
Central niggas. I was like, oh shit, he
Yeah.
showed me the song, so that's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that was like, that shit a banger too. Like, that's what I'm
That
like,
shit hard,
nigga,
nigga.
like, you feel me?
What's yours?
On the low, but nigga out here, like, and not even on the low, you feel me? That shit crazy.
For real, so shit. You feel me? A nigga made a couple shits. I ain't gonna lie, I did some shit for SOB RBE.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Like a beat or you rap with him?
Nah, I did a beat for him.
Oh,
On they last album together.
oh shit, nigga on the album, nigga.
Yeah, it was on Gang and 2,
Oh shit.
number 13, Lead the Streets and all.
Man, how you feel after that? How you feel when they hit you up where like it was a placement, like what?
I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy because I was sitting right there with the homies and when I made the beat, I was like, what if Young T.O. hopped on this motherfucker?
Yeah, manifesting and shit.
And damn, right when I was done making the beat, I just seen his email. He posted it like in the studio, need beats. I sent them beats. You feel me? He hit back like, I need these too. Like, you feel me?
And
So then shit, you feel me? I was like, shit, it's good. You feel me? Do your shit. Like a couple months later, the homie ended up texting me. My nigga Webb, he ended up texting me like, hey, congrats, bro. Like you did some big shit right now. Like he like you finna get a phone call, so people want your beats.
oh, he knew ahead of time, like they already tapped in with him, like, hey, the who's?
Yeah, cause I don't know how, but they manager, his name's Stretch. He know Web manager Pun, and so he reached out to Pun like, you feel me? I'm trying to tap in with this nigga Ryan LC.
That's fine. Yeah.
So I was in a group chat with them, and then he just like, you feel me? Send me your email. You feel me? We gonna get all the shit I need. Shit for the beat. Send me your email for payment, all of that.
Yeah.
And shit, we got that done. And
How you feel after that? Like, cause that was like a real transaction, like industry, legit, business.
yeah, like I still get paid off of that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like how did you feel like after that shit was like after they was like payments hit or whatever? Like,
shit.
you like, oh, I'm really finna do this shit or like what? Like,
Man, yeah, I was like, this shit real. I ain't gonna lie. Like that was like my first real money off of making beats. Like I sold beats before, a little $50 lease.
but this shit like reoccurring.
Yeah, like I done sold a little $200 lease. You feel me? I done did all of that. I mean, $200 exclusive. You feel me? Shit, I done did all of that. But that was like my first real money.
Nigga, in the game for real.
Yeah, for real.
And then what made you started your own label and shit, right?
Hell yeah, Ghetto Rich Friends.
What made you? It's just you, or you got partners or what?
Shit, nah, it's me, my nigga Deesky, my nigga Ghetto Rich Young,
And what made you come up with Ghetto Rich?
my big cousin Ghetto Rich Real, Freak
There you go.
Yeah, he killed a shit in the battle rap game when he come on.
Hey, wait. So did you used to fuck with battle rap, or you fuck with battle rap?
Nah, my cousin, he battle rap.
But like you never watched it or nothing back in the day?
I know a little bit about it. You feel me? My cousin, he be battle rapping and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't got no favorite battle rappers, man?
My cousin. She will. That nigga killing shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to go home on YouTube.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that nigga killing shit for the West right now. Holding it down. Dead homies. Oh yeah, and my nigga Rum Nitty. I fuck with
Yeah.
I've heard of Rum Nitty. That's my dog. And I said I was just out there in AZ with Cub.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you ever in AZ, you feel me? I'll be out there too. Man, back to the label shit. Ghetto Rich, you feel me? My nigga, so I've been seeing, even though you don't even be promoting like heavy, you'll still drop a video or songs and shit like all the time. You just got them in this tuck or what?
Oh yeah, I got my own cameraman.
No shit, like he always ready.
On go. Shit, we might shoot a video tonight.
Oh shit. You got a new song coming and shit?
Shit, I got a gang of new songs.
So what you gonna keep dropping singles? You gonna drop an album, nigga?
Shit, I'm gonna keep dropping singles till I catch their attention the right way.
You trying to see what work for you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Like
I
Kanye.
need a fake little hit, you feel me? 1,000,000 views on everything. We're gonna get that going off of that. Do a little tour around that. You feel
Hey,
me?
nah. Hey, niggas, I be saying this shit every fucking pod almost. That nigga OT is the only nigga I know who ain't put out a real album yet, but still going off all singles. So it's very much possible. Very much possible.
It's been like, what, 5 years?
Just to drop another single. He learned some type of algorithm in the game. That nigga,
Start fucking.
he got a formula.
Right.
That's all it is to it. So shit, you feel me? I'm gonna drop these singles. Shit, I got a little clothing line coming for me. This a little shit right here.
Oh, that's
My
so
boys
fire.
blessed me. Corrupted Incense. You feel me? Fuck with them.
That's so fire.
Feel me? They got me right with some shit on everything. Yeah, the Ghetto Rush Friends clothing line coming soon. You feel me? Got all that shit going. Yeah.
And then,
It's corrupted T Floyd.
besides all that, the homie got some shit on some other shit besides the music. My nigga into the credit adjusting, the credit fixing and
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Talk
man.
about that.
Oh, yeah,
What's the
man.
name of your company?
Shit, always approved financial services, man. Yeah, we in the credit education.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about it.
What got you into that?
Being in fucked up credit situations.
Yeah.
You feel me? You need to get it right. You trying to get approved and get denied.
And once you got the sauce, you like, let me sell this or let me sell niggas too. Like,
I mean, shit, I don't really sell the sauce. Like, I get a sauce away from me.
Mm.
The sauce is free, but see,
Ooh.
the only thing that I'm selling is my time.
yeah, cause I see, bro, the homie was like $500 for 2 hours, like a couple weeks ago. I was like, homie, serious.
Yeah. So, like, for me, like, you know, so that's the only thing I'm selling is my time. Like, when I sell these ebooks and these courses, this is shit that I actually apply, shit that I've been winning from. You feel me? Shit that everybody can win from, to be real.
Mm.
So, that's just shit that I actually typed up myself. So, when I say I'm selling my time, that's it. You feel me?
Yeah,
You
like,
getting PDFs, you feel me? You getting Word documents, you feel me? You getting the whole, you feel me? The whole step-by-step guide.
and do you do the shit for the people too?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like as far as helping them with their credit out, like a real fucking credit adjuster. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
the fucking
Well, see, technically I ain't licensed for this shit. You feel me?
oh, the homie semi-licensed though. You feel me?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm an alleged credit repairman.
Hey man, hey, y'all sorry.
Allegedly, I repair credit. You feel me?
We outside.
Look, license on the way though.
You feel me? You feel me? We specialize in all of that. You feel me?
Mhm.
We remove
Little
collections,
this, little
remove
that.
hoes, you feel me? Child support.
Ooh, say that again.
We do a little bit of everything. Student loans, you know.
You know what I'm saying? You see, Biden ain't removing nothing. You feel me?
You know, it's all the law. That's it.
And then even this, what made you start making like the motivational videos and shit on Instagram and shit?
I ain't gonna lie. See, I always been the one to be positive out the group.
Yeah.
So instead of people calling my phone like, hey, you feel me? Then I'm going through this or whatever. Like, and you know, messages don't be really like taken the right way when I'm, you know.
You like, I'm
feel
just
I'm-
posted.
I'm a Virgo, so shit. I'm gonna say it like it is, so everybody, you know, feel like a nigga being harsh or whatever. So I just said, man, let me put this shit on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, let me just start saying.
Cause I be saying, I'm like, I be waking up, so I'm like, all right, nigga. Shit, I was saying, I was fucked up till about 5 minutes ago,
So,
nigga.
you feel me? I was like, let me just start putting some shit out like that. Fuck it, on everything. To be real.
Nah, cause that shit
That's
be,
what
you
I
don't know who. Like I said, you don't know who just need that random little shit. You feel me? To make them, you feel me? Get out the bed that day, nigga, or just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to work, nigga. Fuck it, I'm gonna flip this, whatever they doing, nigga. Like, nigga.
Shit, they say it's from the outside looking in, but they don't know. I used to be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit, all it takes is focus and grind, you feel me?
that's it.
Yep.
Like, you feel me?
Just wake up one day and want better. On the real, nigga came from nothing. On the real, I came out of prison. They let me out the gate with $200. I spent $110 to get home. Well, I
Yeah,
had,
you
I
got a
had
taxi.
hell nah.
What the fuck you need?
I bought I came from
Oh, you was way the fuck up there. You had to buy a plane or a bus, train?
yeah, I got on the train.
Smith, what
bus.
up? Fancy.
So
That would be fair.
so what you call it? I got on the train and the bus. That motherfucker from Reno to Sacramento, I took the train, and then from Sacramento all the way to LA, I took the bus.
Yeah.
Got off that motherfucker right there. I spent my last $100 on a pair of forces, and I did my thing with it.
Sweet. Nigga, I went to the t-shirt shop. Yeah.
I didn't even do that. Everything. We'll get a shirt on the real. I need some forces though.
Oh, God. It was a plan. That's crazy.
Get it from there, you feel me? Turned that shit into something legit, you feel me? Credit repair. Got that going. Got my clothing line going, record label. You know, we just trying to do it right. I'm about to get into trucking.
Yeah.
I'm about to,
That's
I'm about to be
lit.
spilling the
Yeah.
sauce on that next. I'll
That's-
show you how to get in this trucking industry.
Hey, you're gonna have to come back too when you do, you feel me?
Yeah,
Just
nah, for
politic
sure.
on the regular podcast with the homies and shit.
Nah, for
So
sure.
you talking about bullshit.
On the real.
Like, you know, appreciate you coming through, my nigga.
Yeah,
My nigga
for
Ryan MC, North to the East, you did.
Yeah.
Politic
21st
podcast,
Street.
Sir, what's that gram?
you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Graham.
Oh, yeah.
At Rich MC. Yeah. Look me up.